Greg, you said after the regular season finale that you were going to have to decide, you know, rib injury and everything. What made you decide to, play in this game?
Really just finish what I started. Honestly, being a leader on the team is really important. Just being there for the guys, trying to show the younger guys, like, finish what you start, not to leave, stuff like that. So just trying to do things the right way and really just trying to finish what I start.
How are you guys kind of approaching this game? I know it's your last in college, right? It's not the playoff, it's not the national championship. How's the mindset of the team overall coming in?
I think it's really good. I think everyone decided to go out there and play. Bowl games are fun, but they're not fun when you don't come out with a victory. So making sure we go out there and try to execute and win the game is really important. But I think everyone has the right mindset coming into the game and just going out there and competing.
Now, y'all, it seems like most of the defense is still intact.
Yes.
Finale. What do you think that does for y'all going into this game? That you can still kind of have everybody around who was key contributors
Right.
this year?
I think that's really important, man, especially us defensively, trying to continue to improve. And for those guys coming back next year, leading them on to next year, those guys playing well. So having all of us continuing to play, especially in this bowl game, is really good. So we know the guy next to us and who's playing, their strengths and weaknesses, so it's great.
Okay, you're playing at a place that's not too far, and LSU travels, and they've been here so many times in other sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to feel pretty good to have a good crowd behind y'all.
Yeah, it should feel really good, man. Houston isn't too far away from LSU, so it's great. I mean, I love Texas. I love this atmosphere, so it should be a good game.
Now, you did play here in 2020?
Mm-hmm. My freshman year, yep,
okay.
when we played Kansas State.
I think it was admirable that LSU played in that game.
Yes.
Because you had so many opt-outs,
Correct.
injuries, and
Correct.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that said a lot about the
Correct.
program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that game like it was yesterday.
Favorite thoughts of this town, or things you're looking forward to experiencing while you're here?
Of Houston, just in general?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I've been here so many times, so like, I mean, just like the atmosphere here. A lot of guys yesterday went to the mall, the gallery. It's a big mall. Louisiana doesn't have a mall like that, so that's kind of cool to see. Just like the restaurants, things like that. So it's just a nice vibe down here. It's really cool.
What do you know about Baylor?
We know a lot about them now. I mean, we've been prepping for them. So I mean, I think they're a really good team, man. Great. I thought they have great coaches. Offensively, I think they're really good. They play to their strengths and what they want to do. Try to get guys in space to win. So I think it'll be a great challenge for us, man. Kind of played in the SEC, played similar guys and schemes like this. So I think it's good for us to see another team like this.
What would those strengths be, if you could expand on that more? What are the things
Baylor's?
that y'all are going to have to prepare for?
I think they do a really good job of putting their athletes in space, really wide splits and things like that. And then their downhill running game is pretty good with their running back. I think he does a great job getting downhill, one cut, not too much dancing, trying to get what he can get. So I think they're a really good team, and I think their quarterback's a really smart player. So I think he does a really good job in what they're trying to do.
How far has the program come since the Texas Bowl you played in 3 years ago to now?
Yeah.
Much more stable and things like that?
Oh, yeah, it's come a long way. I think Coach Kelly has done a great job changing the culture of the program. Just after practice, he was telling us that we had the highest GPA of any LSU team in history. So that's really cool to hear. So that's kind of insane. So that's good. So, I mean, he's done a really good job of changing the culture on and off the field. And I think it's only going to get better.
How are some of the young guys coming along too? Devon, and I know DJ's only been here for a couple of years, but how are they progressing? Yeah,
I mean, Devon has really progressed over the latest parts of the season. I think he's going to be a really good player next year. Really smart, really physical. I think I'm excited to see him next year. I'll be watching him for sure, texting him. And DJ Pickett, he's young, obviously. Kind of doesn't understand the scheme and things like that right now, but you can see the flashes of he's going to be a really, really good player.
Did you talk to Harold at all before you decided to come back?
Yeah, we've had a couple conversations, yeah.
What do you think that he can accomplish for himself and for this team by coming back next year?
Just a leader, a guy guys can count on and look to. I think he'll be a guy that him coming back next year with the defense, I think there'll be a really good group, especially with the guys coming back, particularly in the linebacker room. So having Perk back is really important. I mean, Perk's one of the best players in the country. I mean, what more do you really want than him coming back? So it should be a good year.
Has he been around the team? Like, in what
Yeah.
capacity has he been around the team since that injury?
Oh, he's been around a lot. He's always in the training room, obviously getting rehab and stuff like that. So he's always around and doing things. So it's really good.
Time for one more. What can you get out of this game? Your last college game. What can you get out of this
Yeah,
experience?
I mean, just coming out here and just trying to get another win. For me in particular, just continue to play hard, put good stuff on film. Obviously, I was nicked up and banged up all year, so continue to just put good stuff on film. Just being there for the guys, man. However it goes, however the game's going, just being a good teammate and being there.
Thank you, Greg.
Yep.
Thanks, Greg.
Yep.
Real quick, while I take this off here, I just want to make sure. It's hard to tell when y'all are swapping jerseys. So Major, Gio, Savion, they're all year, right?
Major isn't here. Gio and Savion are here.
Okay.
Bowl practice, we always change jerseys.
I know it's hard to tell who's here and who's
Yeah, it's
not.
good.
You were in 2.
Yeah, I was in 2. And Jordan was in 18. Yeah.
Gotcha.